don't think I saw the ending of it or saw like the result. About Weezy and Jay.
Oh yeah,
What was the end result of that? Who said what?
Wayne.
Yeah,
Both.
that's what was the answer. Was both?
Both of us said Wayne.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
What do you say?
depends on what you're going for.
I feel like it depends on what they actually play.
Like I don't like any Lil Wayne club bangers.
No,
Not really. You know what I'm saying? It's all mixtape Weezy.
you good or no?
Mixtape Weezy. Mixtape Weezy. But then Jay for messages. Depends on if you're trying to learn something. That's why I fuck with Royce. Right. He's on grown folk shit. Alright. I was just wondering because I saw that. I was like, oh, I never got the fucking answer to that.
Well, shit, I'm glad you listened to the podcast. Like the first one to come up and be like, oh, I watched an episode. I seen some shit.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what you guys. It was like right after we did the thing, or maybe right before it. On First Friday. You're like, we have a podcast. Like, oh, tight.
Right then and there.
Right.
I like it.
Oh, you don't like Club Weezy either? Like, that's not your shit?
Like, what? Yeah, I
like Club Weezy. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like
Mixtapes was my thing, and that's where I was saying that he was gonna win because I felt as if you got to think about what we were listening to for real. Like they were both out at the same time.
Jay and
Wayne were out at the same time.
Still out.
Right. Like Jay-Z came out in 94, Wayne came out in 99. So Jay had 5 years up. But when Wayne came, Wayne was the best. Wayne proclaimed that shit. He owned that shit. And I don't think nobody could attest it. I mean, you had T.I. and everybody saying that, oh, no, I'm the best from the South. I'm this, I'm that. But no, let's be honest. Let's be real about everything. Wayne owned.
Yeah, they were all trapping, man. Like all those other fools had other stuff going on. Wayne was just in the studio writing.
Exactly. So I feel like that's where my thing was. It wasn't that Jay can't rap or anything like that. It's just
no, for sure.
If we actually sit down, actually pick, we go song for song. If Jay picks a song and then Wayne picks a song, I feel like that's where it would end at. Because if Wayne goes after Jay, Wayne wins. To me,
yeah, but that would never happen. So like, you got 2 CDs in your hand. Which two? All right, what's Jay album? What Jay album is the first one? Like
the Blueprint.
Blueprint. That's what I was gonna say. Blueprint.
But that's what everybody says.
I would get Blueprint.
But there's multiple Wayne albums you could say.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't like Jay, but in terms of Jay, I think the best was Watch the Throne for me. And that's not even a Jay album.
See, yeah,
I'll tell
exactly.
you this, I don't even know any of the names of Jay-Z's album except for Blueprint.
All you know is
Or
Blueprint.
Black Album, maybe.
Also, I do
Like I think those are like I know more. I know the names of like songs, but I could tell you like fucking every Weezy mixtape.
That's a fact.
Jay got a lot of bangers too.
I like.
Oh yeah.
Jay does, but at the same.
But like musically, I'd have to give it to Jay. Like he just comes from he goes in so many different aspects in his music.
So does Wayne. Wayne can be mixtape. Yeah. Wayne can be club. Yeah. Wayne can be on the radio. Right. Wayne can do it all. Yeah. Wayne can get with
it just depends
whoever he wants to in the same way that Jay can get with whoever he wants to. Jay got with Eminem. Wayne got with
Eminem too.
He did get with Eminem as well.
Travis Barker.
Yeah, he got Travis Barker.
Jay did that thing with
Jay
Linkin
did
Park.
Linkin Park. He did the whole album with them. But at the same, they're both versatile. So
didn't Wayne do some shit with Green Day?
He might have.
I feel like Jay's more of an education. Like you go to Jay because you want to because he's got some knowledge he's trying to drop on you. Then you just go to Weezy just because it's like fuck this dude's dope. He's fucking way good, dude. He's so good.
You listen to all that shit like man, you could really just. But that's the thing, you can name some Wayne songs. You could just. Boom, spit some Wayne songs right there.
And go off.
When I first started listening to mixtape Weezy, I didn't even know it was mixtape Weezy. I just was downloading songs and I was like, oh, what? He rapped to this beat, he rapped to this beat, he rapped to this beat. And that was right after Dedication 2 era. So then I found Dedication 2 and I was like, oh shit.
You know how we could really tell? Because if motherfuckers want to go back in the day, let's go back to when LimeWire started up. Who had more downloads, Jay or Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne, out of them two, Lil Wayne had way more downloads, bro.
Eminem did. Yeah, Eminem hurts my head.
Yeah, I can't do too much of that.
I can listen to it when it drops. Like when he drops some new shit, I'm like, okay, let me hear it.
And then right after that,
And
it's
then
like I'm
I
done.
can't do it because for one, like I don't want to think that much and like what's this?
I don't want to
think
think
that
that much.
Like, I mean, I like learning shit, but like he's like just scheming and fucking dropping like crazy shit. Like that song with Royce Caterpillar. Mm-hmm. Dude, that stuff, that opening thing about when he broke his leg, when he kicked him in the leg or whatever that shit was. Like holy fuck, that whole fucking bar, that verse right there was ridiculous. I was like, oh, I had to pause it and be like, okay, I'm done. All right, so right now, top five. Who's top five for you right now? Like if you had, whatever, not CDs, but plug in and play. Who's your top five you going to?
Like that I'm listening to right now.
Right now. Top five.
mainstream.
Right now. Like if I went on your phone and I went last played, it would go.
Oh, it's going Las Vegas artists, but
Right.
mainstream artists.
Yep.
Jid, Freddie Gibbs. I like Zach Fox right now because he's actually making music.
I don't even know who that is.
Who else? Shit, I don't really listen to mainstream. Oh, Currency.
I'm like,
He's still underground. And then Key Glock. Those are the people that I really listen to, like mainstream.
see, I was just really listening like Dolph.
Talking to the
Really,
mic.
so you gotta turn me up.
No, you up. You gotta turn. Lift the thing up. No, lift this up. Look at me. Straight. I don't know what the hell's going on. You were just up. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm a
There we
clown.
go.
And you're like,
But no, I was saying, man, my dog Dolph. That's what I'm saying. Mainstream. Okay, let me think.
do you consider mainstream anybody on a
me-
real label?
Yes.
Baby.
And anybody who is on the
Roddy.
radio, who they're talking about, who famous people
Top
are talking about.
five.
Those are famous. Those are. Yeah.
All right. So just
And
that's it. Just Dolph.
That's really no. I said Dolph. I said Baby, Roddy, and
You even
right
like Roddy
now-
Rich's new album? Because I heard that shit was trash. And he
it-
out here
it
defending
was-
himself.
It wasn't up to par. It wasn't up to par. But like
Niggas say he ain't from the
fucked
streets
with-
now,
I
man.
fucked with it. I fucked with it. I mean,
Niggas say he ain't from where he from.
Right. I mean, hey, that's that man. He could talk for himself. You feel me? He could talk for himself. But and then I probably would give it to, I say, the last two spots. I fuck with Moneybag. I've been fucking with Moneybag tough lately. And
Those would not be on my playlist.
Who do you listen to? Wait, how many more you got?
yeah,
one
I'm
more.
about to say that. I really don't listen to a whole lot of like mainstream.
I don't know what's considered mainstream, but I
I'm
just
like,
know like what the
shoot.
shit that I like though.
What do you
Throw
like?
some
So
Shit,
who's
Chris
the last
Brown.
one?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Oh, that's that.
I just throw him. I just throw him in that number 5 just because Chris Brown. You feel me? He just everywhere. Like Chris Brown does it all. I still fuck with my dog.
Chris Brown's tight. I think
I
he's funny.
guess. Go ahead.
Oh,
Like I
Royce?
said, I ain't do the
Boogie?
mainstream, man.
A Boogie?
Nah, West Coast
Ah,
or West Side.
West Side Boogie.
West Side.
Yo, Boogie.
Those two right there. Fuck that song, "Dumb."
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous, dude.
That shit
Those
goes
that
crazy.
shit.
I was just playing that shit on the whip yesterday.
And then I don't really care about
Wu-Tang.
like the beats too much because I'll listen. I like when people like freestyle on the radio. So like Fred the Godson, his freestyle on Flex is ridiculous. So that's like
Okay.
pretty much on a constant loop in my bat cave. Then we got Jid's tight,
Shit.
Locksmith,
Never heard of him.
Not sure.
dude. That's just I like getting educated. So like
But yeah,
anytime
no,
I can
that's
get
what
like
I
an
do too.
education.
We're gonna have to play some or pull something up or something.
Oh yeah,
'cause
pull
I
Locksmith's
ain't
freestyle. How do we do that shit right on your phone?
never
I'll just go. Let me go back to my last played. Just kidding.
Cause I haven't heard what type of music.
Oh, he's hip hop.
Just okay.
Yeah, he's. I think like I don't know. There's like different ones, but like
You're a locksmith.
there's one
Locksmith.
that
Locksmith.
it sounds like he had a bad meeting with somebody in the industry, and he just rips the whole music industry.
Okay.
And on the it's freestyle.
Expose motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with my phone. My phone been acting slow as hell.
Boy, you can't.
Damn, I really don't have a top 5. No top 5s?
Some like
Yeah, I don't know about top.
I just don't listen to a lot of mainstream. I haven't listened to a
Yeah, I
lot
don't
of
know if it's called
mainstream lately.
I got you. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I had a mixed CD with him on that shit, like freestyle. It was all freestyle. Like that's what I like. I like fools like used to be able to spit freestyles. All right. How do I just play it? Go ahead.
Comes in this building, but I'm gonna let y'all see right now who's who. Let's do it. Microphone. Drop that beat, George. Drop the yeah. Oh shit.
It's like he came from a bad meeting with someone in the industry or met his hero and was disappointed.
No big homie, no corporation. No diss, only my motivation. I notice most of them go with waves in. I go against the current, I currently feel engaged in. Raised in a city, civilities, disability. Disumbilical cord is the discontent for humility. Silly rabbit, you privilege, lying or you pretend to be. I disconnect from your witherspoon like Ryan Phillippe. Fill up this web browser with lead showers and minstrels. Nocturnal journals of unnurtured potential.
Who the fuck is this? Where he been at?
He does his own shit.
He
Fat
underground?
Joe called him the best.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna have
tapping
to
in.
tap
Dude,
in,
I'm
bro.
telling you, dude. Like it's, but like this is not something you jive to. This is like
No, this is
That's
something.
what-
No,
it's
no.
education.
You listen to.
That's what I was
I know you listen to Tech Nine. I know
Yeah,
you listen to
yeah,
Immortal
yeah.
Technique.
yeah.
Those are like educational ass motherfuckers. Well, they just. I feel like they're more.
Like that song with Immortal Dance with the Devil.
Devil, yeah, everybody knows
that's
that
like
shit.
the most ridiculously like
Yeah.
depressing and like horrifying song.
It's a
like,
story though,
ever. Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
long as shit.
Yeah,
Longest.
yeah. I don't know about best.
Now
It's
I'm
definitely
best.
I
It's
wasn't know
definitely
about that.
it's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Because like that twist, like when you
That
first
twist at
hear
the
it,
end.
you're like,
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck?
you're like Sixth Sense type shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what? Are you dead? Yeah. No.
But it's like I felt that build up coming.
Right,
in
yeah,
that
I knew
song,
something. I
though.
knew something crazy. I thought
Yeah,
they
I
were just
knew-
gonna beat him up, whatever. But nah. Right now, I think Boogie and Royce are like the two dudes that I fuck
Boogie
with the
and
most.
Royce.
I hear Royce's name a lot. I just don't take the time because I don't know if
How do
I'm
you
just
take
not
Royce
into
a lot?
Detroit rap or whatever the
No,
fuck it
it's
is.
because you're not. Yeah, it's just because you're hating on just whatever the image you have of him. If you're not listening to it, like I didn't even fuck with that dude until not the last album, the one before that.
Yeah.
Booker Ryan. That's when I started fucking with him. Like that was like the most personal, like legit album. I think he even said it was like his most personal album. I listened to that shit. I was like, holy fuck.
Okay.
Then I fucked with him, but I think that his last album wasn't like meant for like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I understand.
like the message
That-
just
that's
No,
like
that,
same
no,
thing. That's
I
what I'm
understand
saying
what he's
about
saying.
the
It's
rap.
not that he's not digging it. It's just that it wasn't meant for him.
yeah, it wasn't like
Okay.
I'm not supposed to be the receiver of the message, which
I
is
feel you
fine.
on
But
that.
like that freestyle he dropped from that, it's like what did he drop it on the Leakers?
LA Leakers?
Yeah, he dropped the Leakers freestyle. That shit was ridiculous. And like the first half was like a song from that album. Right. Yeah, yeah. And then Boogie, I can't wait for that fool's new album to drop.
When that's dropping, I'm
I
not
don't-
even sure.
He keeps teasing it. Like I just seen his thing today. He's like, "Oh, before I drop this new album or talk about this new album, I'll drop this little thing. Which freestyle you like?" Man,
See, Cable Guy keeps trying to put me on him, but yeah, I just don't like his voice. He got a lisp.
Yeah, that's what's tight though. You fuck with Boogie? Oh yeah, see. Like I said, the message,
I used
like
to
what's
play
in
some
what's
Boogie.
what's
I'll play
dude
some
saying?
Boogie here and there. That's why I fuck with his beats, his flow, and everything. I'll plug him in the whip.
I gotta
here
be
and there.
able to actually
All right,
like
you know what?
listen to it and be like,
No,
all
no.
right, it's cool in my ear.
if you don't fuck with this
But
right
I mean-
here, then you'll never fuck
So-
with it. To me, this is an exemplified. I'll play it right now. This freestyle he did on Sway like a year ago, 2 years ago.
It's just that.
Dude, but yeah, who cares?
Okay,
Get over that.
I'm
Get past
trying. I try.
Not reaction. Where's that fucking freestyle? Boogie freestyle.
Man, we ain't even introduced the pod, man.
It's all good go for
Facts,
right now
we
while I
just
get this
got
pulled
right
up.
in.
You played yourself.
You know what it is. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Javari. We are back on the You Know What It Is podcast, man. Today, Manus Diablo or Troy?
Troy's fine. That's the Instagram handle. Manus Diaboli.
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 Manus Diaboli.
There you go.
That's the Instagram.
For all y'all out there, man, this is the guy that has been supplying the You Know What It Is podcast with the artwork, man. This shit is
Beautiful.
it's fly. Fly as fuck over here. He hooked us up with the Me Seeks.
Beautiful.
Hooked us up with this brand new piece right here. You know what I mean? The Samuel, You Know What It Is, motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna call that.
That's exactly what it is.
And then the Wu-Tang. The 4 pieces up here.
It's the 4 chamber.
Oh, look at that, man. It's just, this guy is crazy with it, man. So make sure y'all check him out on Instagram. Manus _ Diabla.
Diaboli.
Diaboli.
Choked him up again,
Boy.
boy. Diaboli.
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 It's Italian.
Italiano.
I think so. I don't know. I just looked up. I looked up. I literally was like, how do you say devil's hand in like old like Latin?
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
Okay, so that's what that means, devil's hand.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
why
I
underneath
got
it
you.
says devil's hand. Because they used to say left-handed people were the devil.
Oh, you left-handed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
My brother's left-handed, so that he is
That's
the
what they
devil.
used to say like
That's a
back in
fact.
the day, like when they had like crazy beliefs.
That might be a fact.
Yeah. You know,
My
my
brother-
name's Damien. You know, they be like, that's the omen child or whatever. You know.
Oh,
People back in the day were stupid.
crazy
That
as
is
hell.
crazy.
Crazy as fuck.
I guess my grandma was like talking to my dad, like, why you name that boy that? Like, you crazy? Like, don't ever bring him around me.
You ain't never met your grandma?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Same one.
man, no,
She took it to
it's-
that extreme. That's wild.
Yeah, no, it was, but hey, from my memory, everything was straight.
She heard that DMX song and was like, nah,
We're not doing that
fucking with that.
shit. We ain't doing that over here. But today, we're here talking with my guy Troy. He came through for us on our first Friday event in December. And how'd you feel about the night?
Cold.
It was very cold.
But cold to like, because it was tight. You guys were tight.
Oh,
First time I
thank
met
you.
you guys, it was tight. Like that's why I was like, oh, whatever you guys are doing, I'm down for.
Hell yeah.
For sure. And now, my guy is going to help us out with a couple things. We're going to be starting up actually a pop-up shop in the front of the Union House. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. You might hear some things about that at this month's first Friday for February 4th. We will be hosting again. Black History Month is in full effect. So y'all already know we are going to turn the hell up. So let's get it, man.
sir.
We're going to have artists come through and perform again. We're going to have some fashion. We're going to have some food this time. It's going to be a level up. So get ready. 2022 is
DJs in
starting
that
off
thing.
great. Yeah, we got some couple DJs. DJ Archangel and DJ, what did you
Dame
do?
Dollars, man.
Dame Dollars. All right, man. Get ready. Get ready.
We're gonna be out there, man, putting on the show.
That's a fact. So, vendors, if you guys are wanting to vend again, if you want to sell your merch, if you want to sell
I want
anything,
to sell my merch.
Pull
Oh, okay,
up,
of course.
please,
You already
pull
know.
up.
hit
We need
us
y'all.
up on our Instagram. We'll hit y'all back promptly.
ASAP.
But today, we've been talking.
Oh yeah, we've been talking.
Yeah, we've been talking.
Talking a lot.
I'm talking about this.
About to put you on the boogie right now.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Oh,
You
we on
got
to
it
the
pulled up?
boogie?
Yeah. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to
Okay,
get your
okay.
thing out.
Oh, yeah,
so
I'm ready.
We can do it.
Hey, Boogie about to Chris in the studio, man.
See what
First
let me
MC
see what he
to
talking
actually
about.
Here, put that
rap
right there.
a verse.
It's short, but this is boogie shit.
Man, they spent tens of millions of dollars to build this for you, Boogie. This is for you to break in these.
You know what it
Millions
is.
of dollars.
First time I got a chance to say this in a long
Yeah.
time. Welcome to the Valley of the Hyena.
That jacket's ridiculous.
Wanted to drop a beat on 'em, man.
With the old school it.
Yeah, it's just I don't got a bunch of patches on it and shit.
Sway the morning. Beat is fire. Yes. Yes. We in LA now, y'all. The LA takeover.
Yo, you ain't the man, we still jokes. 100 bands is still broke.
Man.
I just can't be taking him serious.
When it came, I
I
said,
just can't
hold
take the
on.
motherfucker serious, dog.
Never broke, 'cause I keep hearing death go.
Whew!
Stuck up in a bubble every
That's
day,
fucking
letting
bars,
go.
fool.
All this on my chest will make you think that I won't check y'all. Will make you think that we respect y'all with shit we should address. How your fabric need a big switch. You know that ain't my fashion. How you out here throwing bitch fits. Hanging with the big judge. Label us as misfits. Hatred on my tongue. You got me hit it finna lick quick. To make this shit
This dude's
stick.
dope.
Open at the wall strong. Know that if it break, no, you gon' be the one that fall on. Tell me to invest in inside the section that I call home. But I look up, no, that's the reason that my dog gone. They trying to steer us all
Talk about
wrong and
Nipsey.
leave us in the red. Especially LA, you know that traffic never clear. From the mud
Just
wall,
hearing
the
him,
flowers growing
just
up,
listening,
it's so
man.
greatness, that shit crazy. You'll never smell your roses right here. I'm just trying to make this clear. I ain't been round, I ain't been home. I'm in the crowd, but still alone. I wish that I could put an app inside my phone, buy my mask that keep me out my comfort zone. Fuck you thought that I just lie here on the shelf. It's something in my body, it's surprising I don't melt. All this fire in my shit, I should fire on myself. Before I let the world know me, should I die for what I felt? Die so you could live and tell them that I said truth. And I've been sharpening my pencil, shit, and look at what that led to. I take no cosigns as compliments.
That's right.
I can't dim my light because niggas ain't confident. Once you booming, they gon' treat you like you up. If your team don't block the hate, then you gon' turn
That's
the
the hardest shit right there.
Reaching for the sun, and then you see me turn to dust. May I forever be remembered for the people that I touch. Fuck, 'cause I said,
That
you ain't
beat's
the man, we
crazy.
still jokes.
Right,
100
fuck you.
bands is still broke. You know that Texas kill folk. Got me asking what I signed and kill folks. And everybody in the room down.
No, this guy's going
Yeah, it's- dude, bars, man.
When he first came on, I was like,
The hood won't let you
I was like,
Y'all saw my face.
I was like, oh,
Nah, but I'm listening. I'm listening to what he's saying. This motherfucker is.
He's fucking.
He's a lyricist for
Dude,
sure.
that's-
Like, and
that's
that's
my
my
shit.
lane right
That's
there.
what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying,
saying?
dude.
My whole thing is like
his
when.
voice, right?
Yeah, obviously, but I mean, I could
didn't
get
even
past.
notice
I
it.
could get
It
past.
just be
I
the
could get past
voice,
that to
yeah.
at a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? You let me listen to that, and I'm actually resonating with some of the bars because it's like, okay, this motherfucker.
so I-
you
the
never
fact
smell
that you
your
never gave his
roses
album a
when you
chance.
fucking. Well, hey, that's. Listen.
hey, that's.
Hey, if you're
I
into
feel it.
lyricist and Eminem signs a dude, that should just be the first clue you maybe should check
No,
him out.
no, that's the first clue to just back the fuck out because I don't listen to
But
Eminem.
it doesn't mean that Eminem's
I
a
understand-
lyricist.
I
didn't say listen to Eminem.
understand that. I know
That's the only
that.
reason why I
Fuck
was like, oh, Eminem signed him, so that means
Out
Eminem's
of
hyped
there.
on him.
But
Let
that
me hear
don't-
this fool.
But it's like, okay, if M is making the music, right? Like he makes his own music, and I feel like his music isn't that. It hasn't been up to par since for a while.
Shit's been trash.
Shit has been trash. So it's like, okay, his ear is probably tuning out.
Gone.
Let me fucking not listen to what the fuck he has suggested.
But lyrically, I can agree with you.
Lyrically, yes,
Right.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
like
saying.
but yeah,
the music is just like super.
because
Yeah,
it's
I
like
could-
I'm not just rushing to anything Eminem does or
He
says. 'Cause
drops something, I'll listen. And most of
I'm
the time,
not
it's that's
listening.
it.
Boogie or
anymore.
Eminem. Boogie. Oh, I'm
I
waiting,
don't
I'm waiting
even
on
listen.
Boogie, man. I'm waiting on
I
that
see
shit.
Eminem drop.
That shit's
Whoop,
legit.
swipe right
Yeah,
past.
exactly. I don't give a
Swipe right
fuck.
I just
past
want to
this
hear what
shit.
he, like the schemes he comes up with, because that dude is legit, like the craziest writer fucking ever.
I mean, I understand that shit, but
And
what
I
do we
do
really
be
listen to music for?
feeling it.
Right. That's why I said I could listen to it once. I want to hear it, so
Right.
I
Not
can listen to
feeling
it.
it,
But I'm
no.
not rocking it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, for me it's different.
I can't even
have to
rock-
be able to rock that shit.
I can't even-
rock
Yeah, it's
Eminem
different.
music.
I can't. Like I don't even go back and listen to his old stuff. It's usually like one and done. Like
But I feel
And
like
it's
even
his
in like
song.
you say that like you know it has that audience like it didn't it wasn't speaking to you. Even the audience that it does speak to, they like this should not speak to us either.
That's a fact. He was talking about
yeah,
killing his
like,
mama and a bunch of
boy.
other shit, and I would never
shit's
think about
hilarious.
that.
They like,
I think
hey,
that
yo,
first shit
yo.
just took everybody
They're
crazy.
like, nah, y'all take them. Nah, we don't want them.
That's like it. Like when that shit
Man.
came out, I think I was like in high school. Everybody was like, "Oh, did you hear that, dude?" I was just like, "That's just
Yeah.
fucking hilarious."
Fuck.
That's
fuck
fucking
it,
funny.
man.
If you go back and listen to that
Eminem.
shit, dude, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that would not be acceptable today.
Yeah,
Best
you
thing
couldn't
got
drop that
going
album
still
today.
is 8
Nah.
Mile.
Yeah, 8 Miles tight though.
Hey, Miles tight.
Falcon got
That's
owned.
the best thing he still got going.
Oh yeah, Falcon.
Yeah,
What's his name? Anthony. What's his name? Anthony
Anthony
Mackie.
Mackie.
Yeah, he got owned. He got owned.
He
in
looked
that
like
movie.
it could be in Spider-Man or some shit.
Who?
He's in the MCU.
Eminem?
Eminem?
Oh, my fault.
Oh, I was about to say that. See,
Y'all watched the new Matrix?
Yeah.
I haven't.
What'd
I
you
heard
think?
it was trash.
Listen, I just watched the honest trailer. Yeah, that shit's trash.
It was garbage, bro.
I had to watch. Listen, I was going to watch it, but then when
But
I
you
seen the
watched the
trailers,
trailer.
when I see, no, not like I seen the first trailer when it first dropped, and I was like, this looks like shit. Like the way that the CGI looked, the way that, and apparently it was supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Like they played it for that, and then listen, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen The Matrix, listen, I haven't even seen the fucking Matrix, so I could be wrong. I'm just talking.
You're gonna give a spoiler alert.
I'm giving a spoiler alert to a
Seen
movie
it.
I ain't never seen before. Yep, first time in history. Let's get it. So, to my understanding, Neo gets out the Matrix, trying to get back into the Matrix. Trinity really is married to somebody else.
This is from the outside perspective now.
I'll help you spoil the movie.
Wrong.
We,
I'll help
I've
you
seen it
spoil the
wrong.
movie.
well, I mean, the movie's been out for a couple weeks now, so I'm
Trinity didn't show up till 2 hours into the movie. That's right.
True.
That's facts.
So what though?
So what?
So
the
what?
movie almost
I
over,
didn't say it was
goddamn
good,
it.
but so what? That's not. That wasn't the point of the movie.
Reason why
The movie
The point of
almost
the movie
over.
was Keanu Reeves to get back to Trinity, right?
Well, eventually, yeah.
Oh, so
figure
eventually
it out.
in the movie, that
But it didn't.
got-
That's
the
where-
whole reason why he went back into the Matrix was because of Trinity.
He wanted her back.
No, he didn't get put. He got put back into the Matrix. This is for the new one. He didn't like just decide like, oh, I'm going back in.
No, Yeah, you're right. He
In this
started
new one,
in
he-
the Matrix, but the premise was that it was.
It's
a
not
video
even the
game he
Matrix
created.
this time.
Yes.
Yes.
It's-
So he was just sitting at the desk the whole time?
No, check it. Like this. You're talking about the new one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the new one is basically like the whatever the thing is, whatever the bad guy. of
we
the
can
movie
spoil
is.
it. It's came out already.
Yeah.
It been out.
Fuck it.
You ain't
Yeah,
seen
It's
that
on
makes
HBO
sense.
Max. If
Anybody
y'all
that
want to
wants
watch
to
it, go
see-
watch it.
Anybody that's wanted to see it has seen it. If you
Right.
haven't, then
It's
That's
shitty.
me. Then you're me.
earmuffs right now if you haven't seen it. Basically, like whoever what is his name? Neil Patrick Harris is like the bad guy. He's the architect of this whatever shit. He's basically tricking. He needs both of those two.
Morpheus?
Trinity and
Oh, Trinity.
Matrix or
Sorry.
fucking
Neo.
Neo. He needs those two to like be looking for each other because that's what powers everything. Like that's like the key to everything.
Yeah, because they had the highest output in terms of like human battery. Like that was a term. they
Right.
used
That
in
was like yeah, exactly. That's pretty much like the whole thing is like because of those two, like, and that's why he's got them like always constantly
Trying to get to each other.
get to each other. So like the point of like this one basically is like a whole meta thing about the movie industry because they were about to make
meta.
the Matrix.
Because they were talking about Warner Brothers or some
Yeah,
shit like that.
yeah. Well, the Warner Brothers were like bugging, I guess, the Wachowskis
Those
to
subliminal
like
messages, y'all.
whatever. Yeah.
The sisters.
the sisters now tried to get them.
They were the brothers for the first one.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, what the fuck?
I'm not hating on them.
No, we're not hating on
But
nobody.
no,
It's just,
they're just showing you how this world is now. Just
'Cause I almost
they
said,
went from two
we are
men
in
to
the
two.
Matrix, bro.
Hey, to two
They
women.
let us know. They were like, we're going to show y'all. We're going to show
We in
you.
2021. We already there.
Basically, they were gonna. Warner Brothers kept
damn,
bugging them to make the
2022.
movie, and they were like,
Right.
no. And then finally, like, all right, fine, we're just gonna do it without you.
Facts.
So then they made this one. So like in this movie, instead of the Matrix being like, well, the reason why Neo knows about it is because it's a game that he made. So like he's like all the deja vu and visions he's having is like he thinks it's because he made a game.
Yeah, and the pill that they're referencing is like a pill that he literally takes to stay in the Matrix.
Right.
And like subdue. His,
But he's not doing it on. He doesn't know that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he doesn't know that, but the pill he's taking
all
is,
shit
like,
about our
subduing his
life.
old memories.
I didn't think. I thought it was kind of blah. The movie. I didn't think it was great.
What did you think of the special effects?
I thought it was better than. It was obviously it's not MCU level.
But where we are today, and I feel like did it stand? Because look at the graphics from back then. I feel like them
the
shits was-
Matrix One is
Matrix 1 and 2 is trash, but at the same time, it's like, do those look like? It looks like the same.
Yeah, okay, but they also were made within a year of each other, all three.
I'm talking about this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
no,
really care about the
graphics-wise, it
story,
was-
especially when I found out about the whole meta thing about it. Like
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, I was like, this is kind of stupid.
Well, what about the fight scenes and shit like that?
Stupid.
Okay, see,
Stupid.
there's no point in me
Stupid
watching this
movie.
fucking movie.
Yeah, there's
The
no
reason
See?
why I think it's stupid,
Conclusion.
because, and I agree, the fight scenes were ass, because
Yeah.
1 and 2 had the best fight scenes of all time.
I'm talking about the CGI effects.
Oh, okay. And in terms of, okay, now I'm about to add in, the CGI effects were like mid to almost good. So like a 5 to 7 in that range. Only reason why I say that is because there's a ton of movies out there that with like really shitty CGI.
That's a fact, but this is the Matrix, though.
Yeah, and I know. And
they
you
should
You
have
got
done
HBO behind you, Warner Brothers, whoever the fuck. You got
We've been
everybody behind you.
anticipating that shit for so long.
Then I could see.
But at the
that
same time,
spot.
you fuck your money up. Now you fucking your name up.
They got paid. Let's be honest, like the Wachowskis, like
I mean,
all the
you
movies
get
they've
paid,
done are
but you
always
don't.
like.
Well,
you
you
got paid, but you ain't get
They
paid
get
like
you
you was
Cloud
supposed
Atlas.
to get
so
paid.
pride when you're making a movie. You know
But-
what I'm saying?
Because
There you go.
That
Have
should
some
that
pride
should have
in
been like
yourself.
number
My
one in
name
the
is
box
still-
office or something like that. Because that's
My name is
something
still on this
I
shit.
I used to like when I seen The Matrix as a kid, I'm like, oh, that
All
shit
three of them
is
shits
crazy.
probably was number one when they came out.
No, they are. In fact, they were so good that they sped up 3 to release within the next 6 months of 2.
Now that shit was just like.
I could see making a shitty movie, even though your name's
What
attached
that-
to it.
what
I could
that mean
see
be,
it,
that do be.
and I kind of respect it. Yeah. Just because if the corporations, the man, whatever you want to call it, is fucking saying, "Oh, we're about to do this shit with or without you," be like, "Okay, I'll make something for you. I got you." And then why would I go out and put all this hard effort and work for something I'm not even trying to do? But if I don't put any effort into it, or if I don't even make it, then I'm just going to be washed from it.
I just think it's different. Okay, so because they do that shit in music too.
Right.
They make motherfuckers, yo, you're on a 5-year contract. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna just make 5 or a 5-album contract. Then you make 5 whatever albums, and then you're out that contract. Now you can go do the good shit. I feel like with movies, it's different because the fans, like if you make a garbage Marvel movie, bro, you can't make movies after that.
Have they made one?
I would say so.
Yeah, they've made garbage.
Yeah,
The second Thor, whoever that director is. See, I don't even know who the director is.
Aquaman is
Going back to Warner
Aquaman.
Brothers, they've been screwing
No,
up
Aquaman is straight.
for the longest time.
That's why they
DC
sold it.
universe is horrible.
Everybody, all those DC fucking directors, I don't know who none of them motherfuckers is, other than James Wan.
Taika Waititi.
No, he did a DC movie.
Oh no. But he's in a DC film as an actor.
But James Wan, the chick that did Wonder Woman, which was garbage. The second, the director. The second Wonder Woman was trash.
Yeah, the first one was great.
First one was good. The second one was super trash.
It was weird.
Yeah, I felt weird. Like I don't know. The suit was weird.
Yeah, it was weird the whole movie.
Like the weird flying. I don't know.
Whatever. So I'm just saying, like, your name is on these things. You want to make more movies, right? Isn't that the end goal? Yeah. So I understand fucking over the people or whatever, or the.
Right. I got you on that, but at the same time, they weren't. Every movie they've ever made, besides the first Matrix, has been like people hated it. Like look up the. Here we go.
No,
Google.
Google. Going back to Google.
The Wachowskis made Cloud Atlas.
Trash.
Right. They did Jupiter Ascending.
Trash.
Horrible.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So like, it's not that they did anything out of character. For
Other
them.
than the Matrix.
Other than that the first Matrix for real is like what everybody loves.
The only reason why that movie was so good at the time, and I'm not saying it's not a good movie now.
So they just make trash shit. Pretty much.
Basically,
I think they just like,
they
go for
still
something
around.
and they're just either ahead of their time or just on another plane. It's like hearing somebody talk some other nonsense. You're like, what the hell? And then years later you figure it out. You're like, oh, that's what they meant.
Somebody keeping them in office. So
Like Arby's.
They even me literally.
Somebody keeping them paid.
How the hell?
So
that's what we mean by the pride thing. You know, that's it.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, pride's too much. Pride,
well,
I can
speaking
go
of
with that.
pride, man, you're here.
Yep.
Your art.
Yes.
Do you take a lot of pride in your art?
I wish it was better. So
Okay.
yeah, but I mean, I like it, but I wish like in my head, I always have a vision of what it's supposed to be, and I try to get as close to that as possible.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
always
still not there.
always space for growth. Definitely.
Right.
So how'd you get started in it, though?
All right. Here we go. Long story time. So it all by accident, literally, like because I was skating forever, and then I had working, not yada yada. So then my girl bought this like machine thing that like cuts stuff. And so I was like, hey, can you make me something? And then she showed me, and I was like, oh no, that's not what I want. And I started making little stencils for like my toolbox, like for work. Because you show up to a job site, you can't have like a crisp new thing. So like I was like spray painting all the stencil stuff on it, and then I was like, no more room on my toolbox. Fast forward, I'm like, let me get some canvases, and then boom. So long story short, cut.
So you got your girl got a thing that cuts something.
Yep, that cuts the stencils.
So you cut the stencils, you spray painted something.
Yep, my toolbox.
Then you
It
fell
actually
in love
started
with
because I was doing mashups. I don't know if you know who Gigi Allen is.
Not sure.
John
The
Lennon?
name, I'm about to say the name sounds
All right, so
very
John
familiar.
Lennon
Okay.
is like super peaceful, kind of, I don't want to say hippie-ish, but like, he's a Beatle. Gigi Allen is the complete 100% opposite of that.
Okay, I know
He's like the most like disgusting punk rock dude ever. Fucking hilarious. So I would put John Lennon's head on Gigi Allen's body. And like that's like where I was going with like so I was doing like
trying
that.
to do some different.
Yeah, like I did Cosby as Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
I need to see these. Are they on your Instagram?
No, that's actually
yeah.
ironic. The Cosby.
And my homie turned it into a board, skate graphic. And then I did Michael Jackson as a priest. Like that was like the three main ones that I was spray painting everywhere.
Dog, like this dude is crazy with it.
Yeah, that's what started it all. And then like it got to a point where I was like sick of like that stuff. So then I started doing the layers because the other ones weren't like layered. How that's got from the grayscale.
Yeah.
Like the ones that I did before were more like this one, like the mashups were just like black lines and then color to those.
Gotcha.
And then like so like now like I do that style or I'm like that's what I work towards more of like the layered. Because if you look, it's got like the white, then it goes in the grayscale all the way to black.
Yeah.
So I think that one's got 6 in it. Wu-Tang has got I think 3 or 4. I think I got away with 3. 3 or 4 on the Wu-Tang one. But like that's like 3 is like a sweet spot. Like if I can do 3, like that's the easiest one for me. All right, here we go. Cosby is.
So do you do any like? Were you doing like any like other like street art or anything?
No, I don't. I don't
Or
go
you were
outside
just,
and
like,
stencil stuff. No,
No.
not because I don't want to. I'm just not a graffiti artist.
Okay.
Like I can't do that. Like I'm not good. I don't think I'm good enough to be a street artist. Like I don't have the
Yeah.
time, patience, and if I have to
But
run,
you
like I
can't
don't
like
run.
you good artist and drawing, but
But can you do these large scale,
I could, yeah.
like on the wall?
I could.
Sick. I'm already excited.
Oh, so this was an old mashup too.
Okay. I
So
see
like
what you're
a
saying.
like a native
okay.
wearing a Make America Great Again hat because I feel like that's the only
That's the only motherfuckers that should be wearing
that
it.
could wear that shit, right?
Right.
Like when I first like would post that. Oh, here you go. Like this is from a punk rock band cover, so it's like Misfits Ride, Johnny Ride, but I put
Trump's face on it.
Trump's face on, because that's JFK's head in the album cover.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
You see, he's like,
Yeah, I can see it. It's great.
trying to find that
I'd like to
Bill
see it in
Cosby.
person.
the Bill Cosby one. Oh, here you go. That was the first one I ever did. I mean, I updated it, but
Dog.
because that's the only time they get you out of sleep.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was ironic.
That shit is
I'm not
fire.
taking away anything that dude did, like from back in the day, but that's kind of fucked up if that shit's true, man. Like, which apparently it is. You got convicted for it, but that's fucked
Dark
up.
humor.
That's crazy.
No, I think a lot of people miss dark humor, man. Like they don't understand
enjoy
it.
it.
They get so mad about it, and it's
They
like,
get mad about it.
That's
Bro.
and that's a real quote this fool said.
This world is sensitive.
children, I see their faces.
Too sensitive.
That's why I love them so much.
That's a real
Don't
quote.
hurt me.
I need that. I need that for the house.
Like that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
That's what gave me the idea when I was like just reading some shit. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, let's
Like,
make
I
him a
was like-
priest.
And
I like that.
Had he been a priest, he probably wouldn't
I
never got in
fuck
trouble.
with I fuck with that.
It's fu- just
That's
so that's
nice.
what it started was just like
Okay. That's smooth.
right,
Pretty interesting.
blue face.
Yeah, and they're all just pretty interesting. They just like
That's
give me just
so that's what
different
started. It
ways
was
to
just
draw
all
your
this shit.
attention.
So right now, what are you using for inspiration? Because I mean,
At this
or
point,
is it just whatever anybody asks for?
For me, when I do stuff, I just do the things that I like.
Right.
Which,
Okay.
for the most part, people see when they see them, they're like, "Oh, hey, that's tight, that's tight." Like, I did a Tyson one for the first Friday that we did, and the homies swooped that up. But like, that's usually like how it goes. It's just like whatever I'm into. Like, cause I had
Yeah.
a picture of Mike Tyson knocking somebody out, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be tight, hanging on a wall."
and that's the thing, man. Like little do you know is like the shit that you love, and it's like, man, I'm just doing this out of the passion. Like, it's no monetary. Like,
That's
we're
exactly-
not even looking at that. It's
That's
just
a
like,
fact.
bro, this is just what I love to
The way
do.
I originally was doing like Instagram was like,
Yeah.
it was all free. Like if you saw it on my page, that means I'd already made it, and if you wanted it, just donate to the cause if you could.
Okay.
That was like originally how like before I even tried to make money. I think I was still working at the time, and so it was just like a side thing.
Yeah.
So people throw
And then
$10,
eventually
$5.
just
I
boom.
had a lady make me food before, and I was just like, that's amazing. Like that's tight. That's
Yeah, it
donating
was
to the
just
cause.
different.
Right.
Yeah. You're like,
And
man,
then,
I haven't experienced that before. Just
People would see them and they would be like hyped, and then like every so often I'd like sell some, and then I don't know how First Friday happened, but it was just like 4 months ago I think, or the 4 First Fridays ago, 4 months, whatever. A like I sold out. Like I wasn't selling them for anything crazy, but like I sold out basically everything that I brought with me, and I was like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
motherfuckers like eat
damn.
this, like they love it. So like now, like I'm just like on a mission to like make more. The next one, like I sold them for a little bit more and didn't sell out, but you know, selling them for a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you know, I had a kid. I think the
Your
first time I
audience
walked up, he
changed.
only had $10, and he was like, "Oh, that one's tight." And I was just like, oh, "Give me $10 for it, dude." Like, I don't, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. You can definitely start. The price can go up.
Yeah, definitely.
Your prices can go up because these are fucking fire. Your turnaround time is fire. It's like,
Oh yeah, I can bang them out.
yeah.
I
So
can bang them out. They're quick.
I mean, you
That's
do
the
what
thing,
you need to do. man.
I
Your
started that
audience,
one today.
your
I
audience
did that
is
one
gonna,
today.
your audience is gonna change, and with your audience changing, you gotta adjust with that as well.
That's a fact.
So you know,
I like
know,
it.
raising
Like,
your.
you're saying you want me to do the Lamar? Like I like that. That's what I like.
Yeah.
I like to just because I don't really.
Oh,
I
if
never-
you start
never
doing
thought of it.
sports, you gonna sell
Do
out
something
every time. You bring you bring like 15 sports, all of them shits is gone. All different sports teams, it's a wrap.
Or maybe you
those are
even
gonna be
have
gone.
just for like a display of just one basketball, one football, one baseball.
Just look up the
to
best
display
players
this-
for each one.
Exactly, and like this is something that I can do. You know, just
Do a couple Golden
Like,
Knights
say,
ones.
like,
Oh, those are
on-
gonna
on,
sell.
The little cards, I didn't. I'm out of them now, but I had put on the back like because I can turn your photos.
Mm-hmm.
So if like you got a anniversary coming up and your chicks like
Okay.
got a pet, you got a favorite pet, I can turn that into a stencil. Like
pretty
much any photo.
Oh yeah.
So like
Okay,
that was
okay,
like where I
okay.
was trying to like turn it
Like
into
doing those
like not really
portraits
caring
and-
about how much I sold my pieces for.
Right.
Because I've already made it. Once I've already
Mm-hmm.
made it, like I don't want to keep it. So like I'd either rather just give it to somebody that would appreciate it, or donate to the cause. But then it's like, hey, will you make this or can you make this? Okay, well now I work for you, but I don't work for free.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
So like that's like where it goes. Like I have commission right now. Like I said, I just did or I was working on it before I left. Before I started yours, actually. Homeboy wanted one. I did the one before he hasn't even picked it up yet, and he already paid me like for the next two.
Facts.
He's like, here, I want the next two, so I'm working. I got one more left to do for him.
That's how you
But
know
that's
your
like
work is
that's what I
respectable.
want to turn it into is that just constantly work. That's all I do is pretty much art.
Yeah.
Pretty much all I would do all day. So that's what I was literally
That's
doing.
what you-
literally doing that
That's
before I
what's
left.
Bro,
that's the
listen,
thing.
that's what you want to do. I don't understand why this world is set up to where you can't do what you want to or do what you love on a constant basis and be paid for that.
They want to trap you in jobs.
Yeah, see,
And they
like,
Bro.
want to trap you in that
it's-
mindset of
it's-
I
I'm out of
need,
that.
I need,
It's crazy.
I need. No,
I
y'all
worked
don't
at-
need that.
Yeah, I worked at a job. The last job I had, I worked for 10 years.
I'm
A
quitting
little bit
my
over 10
job.
years. And for me, it ended horrible just because of the way I was treated, which to them, they weren't even, they were like oblivious to the whole.
Oh, they're always oblivious. They don't know. They don't know what
I
they're
was
doing.
working
Don't give
school.
a shit.
Like not a district school, but like a charter school.
Mm-hmm.
For shit, I was there from every day from 6 to 6. Reliable as hell. Maybe not the best worker the entire time I was there.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Like, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
everybody has their flaws.
No, I admit I'm lazy as fuck. I'll work. I'll work super hard so I can be lazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to. What the
but
fuck are you
that's
working
not-
for?
Right. So,
Why
like,
are you working? I'm working to get
can't
off.
Stand, I can't stand like stretching out a day.
Oh man.
I can't stand that.
Nah,
Like,
yeah.
Let's get this
Let me
shit
get
done.
everything
yeah,
knocked
let's
out.
go. Let's go. Let's be done so I
I'm
can just do
good.
nothing. Like that's my thing. All right. So, anyways, so when but like after like I was done with that place and I quit. I actually quit like 3 days before the original pandemic started. It was like I should have just waited, hung on, and then like I could have just got paid.
But
like,
yeah,
But it was like literally like I quit, and then like within the week they were like, "Oh, everything's shut down." I was like, "Motherfucker!"
Damn, why?
But it was like when I finally like stopped, and I was just like the fog lifted of being like, "Oh, I got to get to work." I never took days off. I was like there from 6 to 6 every day.
you sound like me.
My pops was sick at home by himself like at the time and shit. So like I'm coming home to like him like just not being in great shape at all. That's like
Yeah.
what the fuck? And then like once I finally like the fog cleared, I was like I just like literally felt like I wasted 10 years of my life like for what? Like what do I have to show for it? Like literally like what? I missed out on like cuz Pops had Alzheimer's. So like of course his like mind is going. So like by the time the end of it, his end like it was bad. But there was times where I was like at work when I could have just been chilling with Pops or doing like trying to figure out something else.
Yeah.
But I was just that's what you do. Like you get
That
a job,
you don't
work,
don't
right?
let it trap you. Like that's like you said. Like
Yeah.
that took you away from your family,
Everything.
your loved ones
Everything.
at a time where it's like okay, if you're just doing something you love, like boom,
Yeah.
whatever. Like I'm going to go see my family, or like this is just something I could push this out. Like
Dude,
Man.
literally, like when I quit the job, the reason why like I took a week off, like I was like, hey, I need to take a
condolences,
week off
man.
for
My
Pops.
condolences. Yeah.
Yeah.
they called me every day, like, where you, like, what's going on? Why aren't you back? Like, there was another lady whose husband died, and 2 days later, they were like, we need you here.
Bro, jobs do not give a flying fuck, bro.
Right. How
Like
crazy
this
is
shit
that?
is weird as hell.
crazy
And it's
is
like
that?
it's like they want you to come in and be smiles and treat the customer nice and all this other shit. But it's like internally, I'm dying inside.
Right.
I'm about to fucking flip this table over.
But see, for me, like, it was not even, like, I didn't even realize it all until, like, the falling out, basically. For me, I had the falling out. 'Cause
Yeah.
basically, you know, we teach the kids, like, you don't put hands on people, right? Unless, like, you absolutely have to. So, you know, you have every right to defend yourself, right? Like, no, right? So I had a staff member, like, put hands on me
Oh no, it's
in
time.
front of kids.
Oh.
But he didn't. Whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, so it's like, it wasn't like a threatening situation to where I
But
felt
you
like
shouldn't get
I
this-
felt like I was going to get beat up or anything like
Yeah.
that.
It was the look of it.
But it was like the
Like,
optics
brother.
from the kids, and like, you know, my pride gets, you know, like talk about pride, like, you know, you're like, oh,
You
whatever.
can't let these kids like.
But you can't-
looking at you like.
No, I don't. That wasn't what I was. I literally don't lie to the kids. So like when I say, hey, if you can not fight and get in trouble, do that. So you know, I'm fucking standing there, and this dude's just going crazy, like just trying to push me out the door. Which, long story on that one. But they did nothing. They said nothing. The school. The principal that day, just like, hey, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. That was the only thing that was ever said. There was like
They
nothing, and I
like,
literally
why
had to
you-
sign papers saying that like because I was like wearing jeans or something, like I could be fired if I wore jeans again. And like this fool put hands on me, and they did
And
nothing.
that wasn't. Yeah. See.
Wow.
Jeans compared to your
Right.
Wow.
That type shit. Like
Wild.
it was.
But that's
and
really,
like I said, I
and it's
wasn't-
crazy because it's everywhere. Like you see it you look at the NFL, NBA, they get fined for whatever, flipping off the fans because
Right.
the fan says something.
Right.
But you feel me, a fan don't. Now they want to start implementing stuff where they get kicked out, but it's just in America. I mean, hey, it's
And I literally
America.
heard that this dude
this
cussing
job industry,
at
man.
kids. Like I'll go get my son to come fuck
Do
you
what
up,
y'all
or fuck
love.
You. Like
Do
he
what y'all
literally
love.
cussing at kids,
Yeah.
and like they didn't say shit to that dude. And if they did, they didn't. Literally, if the dude would have just walked in and be like, we handled that for you, I'd have been straight.
Right.
But so when that happened, and then I was like, oh, like they're gonna handle it. Like this is gonna handle over a year, and like the whole time, like my attitude was just.
Fuck this shit.
It got
fuck
to the
this
point
shit.
where I was like,
fuck
they
this
can't tell me
shit. I'm
shit,
outta here.
and that's not where I wanted. You can't be at a job like.
But that's where
shit.
they always drive you.
Yeah, like, that was the
They
first
drive-
time like
they
that
drive
happened
you
like
there
that.
all the time.
Because I've never necessarily had a bunch of jobs, but like, I'm usually pretty mellow, go with the flow. Like I'm down, like for whatever I'm down for. But once it's like fuck you, then it's over. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Like my mind couldn't go back. So
I
it was
either
like
put in my
I
2
couldn't-
weeks
I
or
couldn't
if
do
it drove
that
me
shit.
downhill. I'm
So how you feel
fuck
about
y'all.
doing this shit now? Like you feel like this is your happy place? You feel like you're at a
Your safe haven?
yeah,
Sure.
like you're at a
No, I don't think I'll ever be content. No, even if I had all the money in the world, that'd still be something else I'd probably want to do. No, because I don't make enough money to pay my rent as of now. Every once in a while, like when the first Fridays hit, straight. At least, you know what I'm saying? Like the first 3 were like straight. Like
that's because it was a little warmer.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't.
It's because it was a little warmer, man. Nobody wants to come out here when it's
in
cold.
the cold for sure.
But I'm happier now that I'm not spending 12 hours a day at a place that doesn't appreciate it in the long run.
yeah,
That's a fact.
Like, so if I'm gonna ever do something like that,
that,
like if
mental,
I'm ever, you know,
mental aspect is definitely worth it.
right, that, yeah, like that's, as long as my head's straight, like that's all I really care about. But I don't think I could go back to work unless it's for somebody that like either like a homie or a friend or somebody that I know and I respect what they're doing. But I don't know if I can go back to corporate America, like to something like that, like with the structure like that, because
They don't give a fuck
if you ever
about
see me
you.
working for something like that, that means I'm
You're-
stealing something from
you're
the
just
back.
you're a number.
There's a reason why I'm there.
You're a number
got
that
something I want.
could
They got
replace
something I
you.
want. Right. It's I can't stand the whole structure that we have set up now. It doesn't even make sense to me.
Nah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It's
Because
like antiquated.
like my whole thing is, I mean, let's shit. We can just talk about some other shit. My whole thing is with us being here, right? Humans. Who the fuck was just like, yo, man, we gonna make it to where motherfuckers gotta, there's 24 hours in the day. The sun come up, we gonna have to go to work. As soon as it come up,
Catholic Church.
then we not
America.
gonna come home until
Catholic
it
Church.
comes down.
Catholic Church.
I never thought of it until you said it. Because the second you said it, I was thinking to myself.
You know what it is.